This is my first surgery. At one point, like, smoke came up. So I was like kind of like shaking. I highly recommend this. Good morning. It is the morning of my surgery. I am getting an ear pinning surgery for my right ear because, long story short, I was born with this ear sticking out. It wasn't until more recent, maybe like 2-3 years ago, that I started like really noticing it, and it was kind of bothering me and my self-confidence. I talked about it with my mom, and she was very supportive of me wanting this procedure. Just a disclaimer, this is all my wanting. No one's telling me to get this surgery. So if you're considering this, make sure like you're wanting it rather than other people telling you, because this is not changing your worth. This is something that should be coming out of your desire. I still have to get my earrings out. The doctor said that the procedure is only going to be like 45 minutes, an hour, so really not bad. I'm not going under anesthesia. It's just going to be a local anesthetic that they're just going to numb this ear and then pin it back. So I'm not expecting it to be too bad. I'm going to be on painkillers, so I'm not sure how the pain's going to be. This is my first surgery, so I am going into a lot of unknowns, and I'm glad I can take you with me on my journey with this, because I know just seeing someone else's experience can be very helpful, especially for a big decision like this. So see you when I get there. So I am in a gown, and the doctor just marked me up. About to get numbing shots. Let's go. Oh wow.
Not bad, right?
No, you made it as minimalistic as possible.
I don't think it's gonna come off, do you? Lean your head up, let me make sure. I think that's gonna be great, yeah.
Okay, I am back home. I just had some lunch and I'm all wrapped up. They put little bows. I thought that was cute. So I want to recap my experience thus far before all the numbing stuff wears off, because I'm starting to get a headache a little bit. So I want to share my thoughts of how the procedure happened. So they had me in the gown like you saw. Then they took me back. They had at their practice their own like operating room, and then there they let me play whatever music I wanted. I chose Animal Crossing music because like why not, and it's the best. Then they kind of let me settle in. They gave me warm blankets to make myself comfortable, and then the surgeon injected me in multiple different sites with the numbing medication, and it was, I'd say getting the injection wasn't that bad because I've personally had like lidocaine in my mouth to get like teeth filled before. It was kind of like similar to that feeling. Did not hurt personally at all. It was after it's injected, it raises your adrenaline like that. So I was like kind of like shaking, my heart was racing, and it just puts you in a really uncomfortable state. It wasn't painful at all. It was just really uncomfortable because you can't control your body shaking, and you're trying to stay still laying down, and like I was trying to take deep breaths and calm myself down, and then the side of your face, you just feel it, any sensation go away. I don't know, it was a very unique experience because I've never gotten any sort of surgery before other than, like I said, getting my teeth filled. So I would say that was like the worst part of it. And then they let me for like 10-ish minutes just settle in, let the medicine kind of go through my body, and then it was time for the surgery. And because, like I said, I've never experienced something like this, I kid you not, it was so weird when the surgeon was like, "Can you feel this?" And he was like scraping with like tweezers or whatnot. I'm like, no, I can't feel anything, and I'm wide awake. Well, I'm kind of calm, but I'm wide awake and I can't feel anything. So then the surgery began, and it was unique, and it was honestly like way better than I ever expected, because I didn't know what to expect going into this because I've like had nothing like this ever before. There was some sort of like electric current thingy that he was using on it to, I think, like separate tissue layers or whatnot, and it was like weird because at one point like smoke came up. It was unexpected. And the other thing I observed was at the beginning when he like was first cutting me open, the smell of blood was so strong and like metallic. I don't know, I'm sensitive to smell personally, so it was like a little weird, but obviously nothing too bad. And what I really liked is that it was me, the surgeon, and then the surgical technician. We're all just like chatting. There's the Animal Crossing in the background. They were making conversation, asking questions. I was asking questions to them. It was really like a calm, chill vibe during the whole process, which I really appreciate. So thanks to them for making it really comfortable, calm experience for me, especially since this is my first time getting any procedure done. Like I said, he was just talking through kind of what he was doing, and then once he kind of cut through all the parts that he wanted to, then he started like sewing me up again. Like, I'm not feeling anything. It's literally the craziest like mental game that's like, I don't know, it was like I'm just like lying down on this table and they're like, he's like slicing me open and sewing me up. I'm not feeling a thing. I swear, if you're like kind of like scared about this at all, don't be. It's crazy. Like, it feels like no one's touching your ear. Like, maybe like when he's doing the sutures and pulling them tight, you feel like someone, like, I don't know, it feels like someone literally pulling a thread through your ear. But again, you're not feeling any pain, nothing. It's just all numb. 0 out of 10 pain. The surgeon and the surgical tech, I'm so glad there's 2 of them, because they were kind of like bouncing back and forth with each other of like, is this good? Let's take it in a little more. I don't really like that. So like literally they would like cut some of the stitches and redo it to try and make it perfect, which I really appreciate. And I think they did that like 2 or 3 times, and then they're like, oh, we nailed it, it's perfect. And then they got me all wrapped up. As you see, he tried to do it as like low profile, I'm saying that with quotes because it's still obvious, as possible. So it's like this cotton puff on this side, and then he did that instead of like doing it around my face, because that's kind of crazy because I only did it on one ear. Like I said, it was weird on the other side because it's like I just got all of this done to my ear and I'm not feeling a thing. I'm feeling like really good. Honestly, my energy was better post-procedure versus before, because I had to take a strong painkiller and it kind of was like making me a little drowsy. So I was like, I'm gonna be like sleepy going into this, and then coming out of it, I was actually the opposite. So then, like I said, I come home, I make some lunch, and it's like I'm starting to feel like the nerves, muscles on my neck come back, and it feels a little sore. And also the fascinating thing is I'm getting like maybe a 1 or 2 headache, but it's not on this side, it's like right here. So that's a little strange for me. So I'm just gonna play it by ear. So I'm just gonna feel out how my body is responding to all this, especially as the numbing medicine is wearing off and I'm keeping up with Tylenol, of course. I took that immediately when I got back. I'm just taking it easy, you know, like chilling with my dog, doing some editing, and I'm excited to see how my healing journey progresses. I'm glad I can take you all along. Hi everyone. Okay, so it is the next morning. I didn't get to film anything last night because honestly, I was starting to get like really fatigued and tired, and also my pain was starting to go up that my mom had to fill the prescription for the strongest pain medicine. And my sleep honestly was better than I was expecting, but I had to only sleep on my left side, which was starting to make my left hip hurt. So it was a little uncomfortable, but nothing too bad. And I'm about to go back to the doctor's to get this all removed, and he's gonna peek at it. So I'll see you later. So I'm back from the doctor. If you can see, I kind of am a little indented. He took off the wrap. I got a pimple from it. My skin's so sensitive, but I just briefly have it off to show you. It's so swollen, but if you look, it's already like way better. I'm so excited to see how this is gonna turn out. I have to wear the band basically all day except to shower, so I'm gonna put it back on and I'll see you in a couple days. Hi everyone, it is day 4 now post-surgery. I just took it out of the headband and just want to show you, it's still pretty swollen, but it's not as swollen as it was, and the color's starting to come back. It's still very red purple, but my ear's not sticking out anymore. It's crazy. And my hair is kind of yucky because yesterday was the first time I was able to shampoo it, but I had to use baby shampoo, which is not like regular shampoo. It's really hard to like suds up, especially since I have thick hair. So it's like my hair's You know, that's part of the healing process. It's a process, so I'm getting through it, but I'm so happy with it. It doesn't stick out anymore, and that's exactly why I got the surgery, and I'm so happy with it. But I wanted to talk about my pain thus far. Hasn't been so bad. Like, the most pain that I've experienced, honestly, is fatigue from the headband. So if you're getting this surgery, I really recommend getting a quality headband. But I just have, oh, here, I'll grab it. I just have this type of, like, stretchy band thingy that and I like put over my head as like a headband with then gauze I put over it so it's kind of like padded, and that's my current situation. But your head gets fatigued from being in it all day. So I had my mom text the doctor and ask if it's okay if I take periodic breaks from wearing it. And he said that was fine because it feels so much better being out of it. And for pain management, this is my last day on the pain medicine that they gave me, and then I was taking Tylenol 3 times a day, and now it's kind of like as needed. I had to take one this morning just because I was feeling kind of sore and achy. And also the day after the surgery, they prescribed me for a week to be on Keflex, which is an antibiotic, but actually I got a reaction from it, so I had to stop that. But the doctor thinks it's okay that at least I got the first day and a half of it, but I'm not on that anymore. So that kind of happened, and I just discovered that. Sleeping has been weird because I'm a side sleeper, so I sleep on both sides. Like I move around, and I'm only allowed to sleep on my left side. I could tell that like I'm tired of sleeping on my left side, and I can't personally sleep on my back. That's hard for me. But I've been still sleeping honestly more than what I used to. I used to be sleeping about like 8.5 hours, and now I'm sleeping about 10 hours, which I understand because my body is trying to heal more. And honestly, rehab hasn't been that bad. I can tell my energy's lower, but I'm still doing everything normally for the most part. I'm doing some light Pilates and yoga with modifications. Like I'm not upside down at all. Like I'm not doing a downward dog type pose, but I can do like planks, crunches, stuff like that. I'm really happy with how this is progressing. It's still a little messy back there. Like I haven't touched the back of my ear. I had my mom help clean up a little bit of the dry blood back there, but it's still very sensitive. And also like, oh my goodness, that's so weird. Like if I touch the top of my ear, I can't feel it. It's like numb, which kind of makes sense because the nerves are like, what's happening? They're damaged, whatnot, so they have to repair. I guess that's the weirdest thing. So it's like just giving my ear enough breaks from the headband while also giving it the pain management from the Tylenol. That's kind of like where I am. But it was very swollen the first 2 days. So even though it's still like red and swollen right now, it looks like tremendously better than what it did the first 2 days, which makes sense. And honestly, I also wanted to mention this. The doctor said that on day 3 was to be your peak pain, and honestly, days 2 and 3 felt the same for me. It's only today that I'm honestly feeling a teeny bit more pain just because I think my head's fatigued from wearing a headband like all day, every day. But other than that, honestly, rehab has been so easy, and I'm impressed, especially for this being my first surgery. I think it's going really well, and I'm so happy with how it's going. Oh my goodness. Today marks 1 week out from my surgery. I'm just impressed with how fast this whole healing process has been. And obviously, you can see the swelling has reduced so much, same as the redness. I got to put back my earrings, and if you're wondering, that's an old piercing that I had to remove for the surgery. It was still healing, so it looks like a little inflamed. So I might get it back. I feel like it could work still. Honestly, this whole process hasn't been as bad as I anticipated necessarily, but I also didn't know what to expect because like I've been saying, this has been my first procedure ever. For the past 2 days, I haven't had to take any Tylenol, no pain medications. Obviously, because of that, I've had no pain, and I've been returning to more normal activity. Now I can do a downward dog and yoga without feeling weird. I can lay more flat in my bed. I also got a neck pillow that I can just like, you know, sleep in on my right side. And this is a special one because I know about like the off-gassing of how memory foam's not good for you. This is a latex one, so it's organic latex, and I can put the link in the description. I really recommend this one because it's like nice. It feels like a pillow. Sometimes neck pillows can be like kind of like hard because it's meant for your neck, but this is like the closest thing to a pillow, and like I said, it's healthier for you because it doesn't have the chemicals. So I'm really liking this. Honestly, I wanted to make this video because I appreciate just seeing someone else experience something that you're considering, and if any of you are considering this, I say go for it. Like, seriously, the best healing process. Obviously, it's not finished healing, but as you can see, it looks like pretty normal already for a week, and I'm trying to be like straight to the camera, and it looks like so, it's still a little red, but like so different from when I first filmed this. I am going to go to the doctor also this afternoon, and he's gonna check it out. And the nice thing is these are dissolvable stitches, so I don't have to get anything removed, and it's just gonna keep healing. Basically, the protocol now is that for 6 weeks I have to wear a headband while I sleep with a little bit of gauze to give it a little protection. Other than that, everything else is normal. So like I said, it was so easy, and I highly recommend this because I can already tell the main reason why I got this was it was just really bothering my self-confidence and my appearance, because I don't know, I didn't feel normal with it. I felt, I don't know, a little alien, if that's the right way to put it. So this really, I don't know, I feel human if that's like a way I can say it, and I'm really thankful that I had the opportunity to get this. I can't wait to wear my hair back more. Obviously, I was wearing my hair back like every single day before it, but now I can wear it with a little more confidence. Thank you so much for watching me along this journey. I'm so glad I could show some of this with you because I know it feels a little vulnerable to share a personal procedure like this, but I wanted to do it because it's comforting seeing someone else do something that you're considering. So I hope this helped you out. If this cleared any, I don't know, confusion or worry, I hope that this kind of helps bring a calm and a confidence. So I'm glad I could post this, and I'm excited to have this new part of me for the rest of my life now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.